All right. All right. Here we are. Here we are. Saturday morning. Here we are. Let's get into something.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was called with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your man's Uncle Freezy. Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. Again, it's your man's number one chief rock in Knicks universe, Uncle Freezy. Coming through on a Saturday morning. Just real quick, just wanted to rock out with everybody real quick, just for a little bit. Right? Just gonna rock for a little while. Just for a little bit, man, to get your thoughts on what y'all saw last night. Just a little bit. Man, look at everybody in the chat. What's good? What's good? The original DSJ is in the building. Rich boy, first on arrival. What's good? Randall taught me he's in the building. What's good? I see you. Eli M. Lily Phillips, what's good? Felipe 210, what's good? Nick from Yuma is in the building. What's good? Now we can get the point. Nick is here. Now we can really get the party started. You know what I'm saying? We can get the party started now that Nick is here. What's good? South BK Spicy. What's good? What's good? Yo, I see you. Hey, BK. Nah. We ain't about to be down. Nah, we ain't get ready to have that feeling of being defeated here. It's a new day. It's a Saturday morning. All right. Let me start off the right way, though. Right? Blue tears, orange tears, Blorange tears. Bam, let's go. Let's go. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you got some loot and a zig of juicy fruit, somebody say, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now scream. Let's go. Yo, we lost last night, but we not defeated, man. Listen, nah. We lost last night, but we ain't defeated. Let's go. Let's get it. Yo, let me start off. Yo, it's a Saturday morning. And I was feeling like I'm going to do my normal Saturday routine. I'm going to sleep in a little bit, rest up, spend some time doing some stuff that I can't do during the weekdays. But I felt like y'all needed me. And I know for a fact that I need y'all. So here I am, RAW. Right? right? Yo, I felt like y'all needed me. I felt like y'all needed this. And I know for a fact that I needed y'all. So here I am. Right? So I'm a quote some great American poets, right? Right? So to quote the great American poet Grand Poobah, now a lot of people think this is easy as it looks. Books and books of rhyme concepts and hooks. Session to session to get thoughts manifested. Stressing and stressing to hit the world with a blessing, right? And I got a few gems this morning that I want to talk about this morning. I have a few gems, right? And I got a few gems, right? I got a few gems that I want to speak to y'all about, right? Want to make sure that the Knicks fans and the Blorange family get exactly what they need. Quarter Waters in the building representing Charlotte, North Carolina. Man, I started to, hey, listen. Hey, Q-Dub, I started to head to Charlotte this weekend. I kept asking Mo. I was like, Mo, what you gonna do? And Mo is short for Mocha, everybody. For those just tuning in for the first time. So Mocha is short for Mocha. You know what I'm saying? I had been calling her that for a long time. So Mocha, I call her that because, you know what I'm saying, because she hot mahogany brown. You know what I'm saying? So, but whatever. Let me quote the great American poet Melly Mel. As I watched this game, I saw something from my youngsters, right? I saw something from my youngsters last night, right? So I want to quote something from the great American poet Melly Mel. And Melly Mel said, as I searched for the box score, Melly Mel said, a child was born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. Okay? God is smiling on you, but he's frowning too, because only God knows what you'll go through. You'll live in the ghetto, live in second rate, and your eyes will sing a sad song of deep hate. The place that you play and the place where you stay looks like one great big alleyway. That frustrated me some right there. Y'all saw it. I can't hide stuff from y'all. I don't hide stuff from y'all, man. I just rock. I don't hide stuff from y'all. I just rock. I just, you know what I'm saying? Just rock out. Right? But I saw something. I saw a flash of something last night. And I want to try to find it before I really get into it. Where is it? I want to find it real quick before I get into tip off. Tom Thibodeau. How does Miles McBride only play 8 minutes? D'Angelo, D'Angelo, listen. We're gonna talk about this thing. D'Angelo, can you jump on this morning? I know it's your weekend, brother. I know it's your weekend. I know it's your weekend or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know it's your weekend, D'Angelo, and I know you work real hard, man. We be saying, yo, that brother D'Angelo be grinding, man. But listen, I want to talk to y'all about some stuff, and I want to get y'all feedback, and I want to share y'all thoughts with our Knicks universe. Last night, man, I messed around and slammed the remote down about 9 or 10 times, right? That poor remote. And listen, I'm going to start becoming an advocate against TV remote control abuse, right? right? NBA, I'm telling you, all 29 teams that saw the Knicks lose last night, be on guard. And so that means nothing to the 29 NBA teams right now because they look at the teams as a grease fire, and maybe we are, right? But I saw a spark in a player last night, and it did my heart proud. As ESPN plays in my ear. Come on, ESPN, don't do that. I saw a spark from somebody last night, and it reminded me of these lyrics from the great American poet Prodigy. And Prodigy said, "There's a war going on outside no man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walk around with your head down, scared to look. You shook, because ain't no such thing as halfway crooks." Right? That means something. The mentality, right? The mentality, right? Let me do my tip off. Let me do the tip off real quick. Tip off. Tip off starts with a T. Is it capitalized? Where is tip off? It should be. There it is. Yo. The Suns game can frustrate you into thinking that no matter how hard we try, we can't get over the hump. Right? Right? The Suns game last night can frustrate you. You saw the Knicks constantly dominate the Suns. And then you saw the Western Conference champions come back, show fight without their best two players. Right? They were down two Hall of Famers, right? And were led by a guy that, in my opinion, looks like Kevin Knox. In my opinion, this dude is a souped up version of Kevin Knox. Right? White Falcon is in the building. What's good, bro? White Falcon, I love you, big dog. Where you been? White Falcon, where you been? The chat been missing you, man. No trade proposals or nothing. What's happening, White Falcon? Let's go. White Falcon here. Now I'm really hyped. I'm hyped now. Right? Now I can get started. Let's go. White Falcon is in the building. Let's get it, White Falcon. White Falcon probably mess around and working at 60 hours a week at work. Danny 7 is in the building. What's good? So we lost to the Phoenix Suns last night. There's no shame in that. The Phoenix Suns were in the NBA Finals last year, and they were down two of their starters, one of the best backcourts I've ever seen. Both guys were gone. Tricky Nicky in the building. CWC, what's good? Ricardo Torres is in the building. Agent Super Argo, what's good? So the Suns were down with their starting backcourt. So what? They came to play. Let me tell you something. I'm going to read off a number. And you tell me who you think that player is. A big man, 4 of 10 in 34 minutes, 3 rebounds, 8 points. A center plays 34 minutes to get 8 rebounds. 8 points and 3 rebounds. Tell me who you think that is. Who do you, Ricardo Torres, who do you think that is? Just off the top of your head. In this game, which starting center played 34 minutes and had 8 points and 3 rebounds? Just guess. Don't look at the box score. Just think about who you think that might be. Right? Most nights, y'all's guess would be Mitchell Robinson. And I'm here to tell you that's wrong. Right? The number 1 pick of the 2017 NBA draft, DeAndre Ayton, scored 8 points and had 3 rebounds. Right? And the irony is that 8.3 rebound game also came with him not having a Hall of Fame point guard to get him the ball. Interesting. DeAndre Ayton is 8 points and 3 rebounds without Chris Paul. DeAndre Ayton, the number 1 pick in his draft, Western Conference champion, is 8 points and 3 rebounds without Chris Paul. Right? The other starting center in that game, who had a second unit wingman playing point guard, had 17 points on 8 of 8 shooting. Did not miss a shot. Had 17 points and 15 rebounds and had the potential game winner. Okay? The other starting center in that game, and you know who it is because we watch him closely, had 17 points, didn't miss a field goal from the field the entire game, had 15 rebounds, and I believe 9 of them were offensive rebounds. And he hit the potential game winner. And he tipped in the potential game winner. And what I'm telling you is this. What I'm saying to y'all this morning is this. There's a war going on outside no man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walk around with your head down, scared to look. You shook because there's no such thing. It's halfway crooks. Okay? So you see glimpses of something that could be something special. Julian Blow was good. Kev Guapo wanted to make sure we knew about the 4 steals and 3 blocks. Yeah, I saw that. I wanted to get to that, man. Stop ruining it. Stop. Yo, you can't give out the present if it's not gift wrap, Kev. Guap, chill, man. I know. Mind Motivation is in the building. What's good? It's good to see you. Pudge Nice is in the building. What's good? What's good? So for everybody, just as a program reminder, Ron from Still Knicks Fans will be on at 11 a.m. doing Know the Ledge. I'm probably gonna try to rock with you up until that point, and then we'll probably go over there and hang out with Ron. Sam is in the building. What's good, Sam? What's good, Sam? Me and Soulfinger was talking about you last night, man. Sam, your ears probably was burning. I was talking to Soulfinger last night, man. I was just, what I'm saying, was probably just I wanted to talk to him for like 3 minutes, man. It wound up being, I messed around and missed tip off last night talking to Soulfinger. That's my guy. Mitchell Robinson is a keeper. Mitchell Robinson is a keeper. Pay that man. Mitchell Robinson is a keeper. Pay that man. Miles McBride. Miles McBride, you slowly creeping into my heart, Miles McBride. Miles McBride, you are slowly creeping into my heart. Miles McBride, NBA. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. That's all I'm saying to you, NBA. Keep sleeping, NBA. Sleep comfortably right now, NBA. Okay? Sleep comfortably, NBA. Right? Sleep on. All I'm saying is there's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever. That's all I'm going to say about that. Right? Sleep comfortably. The Knicks have 2 or 3 players that, if developed correctly, are going to burst onto the scene. Notice the caveat, though. Notice the caveat. I didn't say that these guys are going to be stars out the box. Right? Miles McBride is going to be something when that offense comes. I saw him try to drive to the basket last night and pull the ball out. He wasn't comfortable going to the rim, to the basket. Miles McBride, you got to go, bro. You got to go to the basket, man. You got to. You got to. Miles McBride, you gotta threaten the defense, bro. Am I by myself? Am I alone in this thought that Miles McBride needs more NBA minutes? Pronto. Miles McBride needs more NBA minutes. Pronto. Right? Pronto. Not at point guard specifically, but he does need to be on the floor. Miles McBride needs to be on the floor. Right? I don't think he's ready to be the point guard yet, and last night proved it. He's not ready to be a full-time point guard in the NBA. Not yet. Not yet. Right? But he's a rookie, and rookie point guards don't break out the box. Don't be fooled by some of these rookie point guards that y'all have seen. Right? Don't be fooled by that, because that's not the norm. The norm is you play alongside another point guard, you know what I'm saying? Get your feet wet, and then you take over. D-Nice, I see you. You skipping ahead. You got to let me. Hey, D-Nice, I see you. You skipping ahead. Let me get through. I got to do it one at a time. And I'm laying out a conversation. I'm building a foundation for the conversation, man. I understand where you're coming from, and I agree. But let me do Miles McBride. Don't let the cat out the bag. Don't let the cat out the bag. Trust. I'm getting there. Right? What does Miles McBride have to do to get on the floor? Shout out to Antisocial on Twitter too. Shout out to Antisocial, man. Hey, much love. Hey, man, AC, much love, bro. Hey, he keeping the thing going, man, keeping the ball rolling, building this Blorange family all across the Knicks universe, whether it's right here on YouTube or in our social media spaces. So shout out to Antisocial. Miles McBride played 8 minutes last night, and he was impactful. Miles McBride was impactful. Now, I don't know if he even scored. No, he had 1 assist and 2 fouls, right? In 8 minutes. Last night, though, when you saw Knicks fans, when you saw Jericho Sims, Cam Reddish, Emmanuel Quickly, and Miles McBride, didn't that do something to your heart? Didn't that do something to your heart? What's good? Wallman says, the Kings beat the Spurs. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the Kings winning. That means the Knicks' odds of a high lottery pick gets better and better. Right? Miles McBride impressed me in his time on the floor. Right? He didn't hit like 7 3-pointers, but he is an NBA defender right now. Right now. Miles McBride impressed. right? I think I need to see more Miles McBride going forward. I need to see more Miles McBride going forward. Right? Not on the ball offensively as much, but definitely on the floor. We need to see Miles McBride on the floor. Right? I'm not going to say I saved the best for last, but what I will say is man, Tom Thibodeau, if you don't put the ball in Cam Reddish's hands, you are going to be on Blorange tears talking Knicks with me every day. Right? Tom Thibodeau, if you don't put, as much as RJ Barrett was struggling to find his shot last night, nobody took the ball out of his hands when you have an easy scorer like Cam Reddish. RJ Barrett played 44 minutes last night. As much as RJ Barrett was struggling to score last night, another guy could score easily last night, and then he didn't get the opportunity. What are we doing? I love RJ Barrett. Y'all know I love RJ Barrett. But when your shot's not going, your shot's not going. RJ Barrett struggled last night against the deep wing defense of the Phoenix Suns. And Cam Reddish looked like he could have scored 20 points last night against that same defense. Is that a knock on RJ Barrett? No. I'm not knocking RJ. I'm not knocking RJ at all. What I'm saying though is NBA basketball is a team game, right? Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. It is what it is. It's life. It's life. It's like all of us, no matter how consistent we feel like we are in life, some days we have it and some days we off a little bit. It's life. Right? Tibbs, if you don't start putting that ball in Cam Reddish's hands, you are going to be in a virtual chat with DSJ. And DSJ is a nice guy, but he will troll you. Trust. I speak to DSJ not often no more since DSJ done bought the Utah Jazz. He don't call me no more. But before DSJ bought the Utah Jazz, we used to speak about once a week. Right? IQJ was good. Cam Reddish looks like a player. Cam Reddish looks like a player. Right? And unlike, and so my deal is, unlike what a lot of people have been saying, like, oh man, you need at least 1 or 2 seasons to see if a guy is going to be a player. No, you don't. Either you can do it or you can't. Now, can you get better over that 1 or 2 years? Yeah, of course. Of course. Everybody, looks like they want to get better. Right? No, you don't. You don't need 3 or 4 years to watch a guy to see if he's gonna be, any good. You don't need all that time. You just need, either you got it or you don't. Right? Yo, party people in the place to be. I'm about to throw the link in the chat, but let me tell you this. If you come in here and you whack, I'm booting you off the rip. I ain't giving you no warning. Right? I ain't gonna drag nothing out. You're gonna stay on topic or you gone. That's just how it is. Right? If you start getting in all these weird spaces and start acting crazy and disrespecting my crowd in here, you gone. And I don't know if I'll bring you back. That's on how I be feeling. Right? We got a good thing going on here. We got a good thing. We got a good thing going on. Like that song. Like that song. Me and Mrs. Jones got a good thing going on. That's just how it is. Y'all know how it is, man. We're in our second year of Blorange Tears. Seems like we've been rocking forever. But it's only, I think we've been doing this for about 15 months, 16 months. Something like that. So I'm gonna throw the link in the chat. And because I want to get a sense of how y'all feeling this morning. Right? Let me do this thing. Let me do that real quick. And we only gonna rock up until the time where Ron come on from Still Knicks fans. Once Know the Ledge come on, I'm jumping off. I'm gonna go over there, help support my man, and I want y'all to do the same. Right? All right. So something happened yesterday also. Right? Something happened yesterday also. And I want to touch on it. So Julius Randall was ejected from the game yesterday. Julius Randall got ejected from the game yesterday. And we all will have different opinions on what happened. Right? I'm going to tell you this. Y'all know I'm a Julius Randall supporter. But yesterday, he did me proud. Yesterday, Julius Randall did me proud. Because I'm tired of the Knicks getting rained on, pushed around, talked about, joked about, bullied. I'm tired of that, man. And so is Randall. And so should you be. Right? I'm tired of the Knicks getting pushed around and bullied and dragged through the mud by anybody that feel like they can do it. How about we flex one time? How about the Knicks flex one time? Our frustration don't just come from losing. Our frustration comes from the way we lose. Because any team can have a bad season, but it's the way you look in those losses that frustrate a fan base. Right? We're frustrated as a fan base because we have 28-point leads and lose by 7 or 11 or whatever the final score is. We're frustrated because other teams' players can laugh and joke during the game at us. They don't take us seriously. And Julius Randle is tired of it. And quite frankly, I am also. I'm tired of getting pushed around and bullied, man. I'm tired of not being respected. Or depending on what area of the country you're from. I'm tired of not being respected, or if you live in the Northeast, I'm tired of being disrespected. Depending on the way y'all talk. I'm tired of turning on ESPN and ESPN. ESPN is like, yeah, Tibbs, the Knicks don't have talent. We know that. We know that already. Say something. Say something new. Stop recycling the same old crap. The Knicks don't have talent. We know the talent is not up to par yet. We know that already. We knew that last year. We knew that last year when we started Elfrid Payton and Reggie Bullock. We knew that last season. We knew this roster wasn't deep in talent. We knew our roster is top heavy in talent. Randall, RJ, and a bunch of dudes trying to figure it out. We know that. We know Randall is talented. We know RJ is talented. And we have a bunch of guys that some nights they have it, some nights they don't. We have a bunch of guys that are trying to find their way. We know that. But Julius Randle last night did me proud. He showed this thing called heart, right? Julius Randle was grinding on the boards in a close game, and a sucker pushed him in the back. That if it wasn't Saturday morning, if it wasn't Saturday morning, I swear I could call Cam Johnson some words. Cam Johnson, all you are is a souped up Kevin Knox. Congratulations. You're a souped up Kevin Knox. Congratulations. I hope that works out for you going forward. So all you are is a souped up Kevin Knox. You ain't nobody. You gonna push a man in the back? What kind of sucker move is that? You ain't man enough to push him in his chest, sucker. Sam, what's good?
What's good, Unc?
Yo, last night, Julius Randle did me proud. I know people have different opinions, and I welcome other people's opinions. You know me, right? Because I don't feel like just because I say it that it's the Grand Tabernacle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What I'm saying though is Sam, anybody ever pushed you and you just laid down on the ground or walked away?
Not. I wouldn't say. Nah, I couldn't do it.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just asking.
Nah,
I didn't want you to start talking about your jail history and all that stuff.
Yeah, no. You know, I can't bring out my records in that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna be honest with you though, Unc. I was pleasantly surprised with Randall last night in his performance as far as the game goes. Right. Now, when it came to the situation, the only thing that was wrong about it was him shoving the ref. That's how the league's gonna look at it. But me personally, I'm not mad at him because I don't know what Richard Jefferson was watching, but he acted like he didn't see Cam Johnson push him in the back like we did.
Yeah.
He's just playing them hard. Like, nah, bro, he pushed him after the play, and Randall responded. The only thing that really messed up was Randall shoved the ref to get to Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
So that's where I think I'd hope that he doesn't get an extra suspension for that.
But he gone. Yeah, he gone.
You know how the league is with those type of things. So we might see Randall out for a couple of games.
Yeah, he gone.
But he definitely he turned up Cam Johnson and
right. So the whole thing. Oh, let me bring in our guy real quick. You know how it is with stars and their intros, bro. You got to play their intros or they get cranky. Yo, D'Angelo.
Good morning, Freezy, Sam.
Now, Dangelo, I just want to make sure.
You sound fantastic this morning.
Yeah,
you sound
D'Angelo.
like you're excited.
I want to
1
make
a.m., brother. Like
sure,
all the
D'Angelo, that you took your blood pressure meds before.
Man, I think I found some new curse words from last night in my vocabulary.
Just created them on the spot.
I know. I think Sam, you want to finish what you were going to say?
Oh no, you can go.
Yeah, I mean, listen. If Randall did you proud, Freezy, I'm sorry, you're on there. You got to keep your composure. You can't do that. Can't get kicked out of the game. We're a 6th loss now. We're up to our 7th loss. We could, you want to say he was playing? He was playing good. There was a fire and desire last night. They were playing very feisty. They were playing, but there was no Booker. There was no Paul. So let's count that into account there. But whatever. Randall, you can't get kicked out of that game, man. Can't. I know he got punked in the back, like what you say, Cam Johnson can't play like Cam Michael Jordan last night. I mean, just shooting the lights out and just run. I mean, oh man, I was flipping out. But Randall cannot get kicked out of that game. The second shove with the double. I mean, he could not freeze. Can't. You know. I mean, I know. I understand what you're saying. He got punked like that, but no. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is why Thibodeau has to go, and I want to get started with that. But he is awful. Cam, our Cam Reddish, they couldn't guard him. He got to the basket, no problem, at ease. You take him out.
Right.
You take out McBride to put in the starters.
Right.
What the hell are you doing? I'm yelling at my neighbors looking at me.
All right.
What the hell are you doing? Let them in. No, I got to put the starters back in, and then we lose the game. Has that worked all year, Tibbs? What the hell are you doing, man?
We'll talk about both, but let's talk about one at a time.
Yeah, one at a time.
Let's.
I'm sorry, I'm all over, man. I can't. I'm tired.
No, I feel you. I feel you. So for one, the Randall thing, the Randall thing is only, in my opinion, the Randall thing is only a sore thumb because RJ Barrett offensively was terrible.
No, he didn't have a good night. No, he didn't.
Right, no, it wasn't good. He was terrible.
No, he was bad.
He was flat out terrible. His drives to the basket, those layups that he was throwing off, he was bricking from 1 foot. RJ Barrett legit was bricking from 5 feet and in. Bricks from 5 feet and in. If RJ Barrett had a good game, an average game last night, the Knicks win. Right?
You know what? I could say that as well, but I'm not. I'm actually gonna take it a different step. I'm not even gonna blame RJ for the loss.
I'm definitely not blaming RJ.
I can't blame RJ. I gotta go with.
So we gonna blame Randall for getting ejected when a man pushed him in the back?
No, I'm not gonna go there either. I'm actually gonna.
But it changed the momentum, Freezy. It changed that momentum of the game.
I'm gonna do y'all one.
Sorry,
better.
Sam.
No, I'm gonna do y'all one better. I'm not blaming Randall or Barrett. I'm blaming these guys who are put in a position to fail on defense. Coach Mr. Cobblepot, as I like to say.
Please do.
As you know, that Fournier and Burks are getting cooked all night. And this is what I'm alluding to is you sub out the defenders, the Cam Reddish, the guys like that, Miles McBride, and you put in Fournier, whose lateral movement, we were talking 2K, is 0. I mean, it's just terrible. Like everybody says, it's like he's in quicksand. I don't understand you taking out Cam Reddish, who is playing good on both sides of the court, and he's a guy who could actually guard Cam Johnson. instead of Fournier and Burks, who every time Cam Johnson was either taking him to the basket or he's just shooting right over him. That's what I would like to allude to. I'm not alluding to RJ because I feel like even with that being said, and even with Randall being kicked out of the game, we were up by 10 points. And then Tibbs wanted to, make these lineup adjustments regardless. And he put Burks and Evan Fournier on defense, guarding guys Cam Johnson. Why is that a thing? Even Jay Crowder was left open last night.
Yeah,
I wonder who was guarding Jay Crowder. One of those guys was. Like, there's actually no reason that you could tell me why you have Fournier in when you know you need to play defense. So those will be my reasons for why we lost last night. Was him having these guys who cannot play defense on the
Put him
court.
back in the game. He put him right back in the game.
Right, put him back in the game. And like you're saying, D'Angelo, it's not like Cam Reddish was just giving it to you one way. He was giving it to you on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
He was scoring.
Yeah.
He was still getting taken out of the game. What more does he want?
Yeah. Let him cook defensively and offensively.
And let's take it even a step further. If Mitchell Robinson gets the ball last night, he's getting at least 20 points.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, come on. This is a joke. This is a joke what went on last night. Absolute joke.
Because Freezy, even with RJ having a bad game, like DSJ just said in the chat, he still had 20 points.
Yeah. On how many shots?
Yeah, he had a lot, but I'm saying though, he still gave you 20 points. You got guys out here shooting wide open. Yes, Fournier was hot for a couple of possessions in a row, but then he just went cold and started shooting his own shots, looking at RJ in the corner wide open and passing him off and taking his own fade away as if he was making them every time. That's what I witnessed last night.
So disgusting.
What I'm seeing and hearing from you guys is, so RJ Barrett can do no wrong.
No, he doesn't get a back.
And Julius Randle can't do anything right.
Well, no,
that's because I'm neutral.
Well,
right, I'm neutral to this, but what I'm hearing is
Barrett all season has been the bright spot of this team. He has.
Was he the bright spot last night though?
He was not.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He didn't have. Listen, he was off a little, but I give him a pass on last night with that. I'm sorry.
Right.
Then he hurt his ankle. Then he grabbed his ankle, and that was the rest of the game. So I don't know how much pain he was in with his ankle. Not looking for excuses, but who knows? He may have tweaked it.
Remember, Freezy, I said that I actually did not have a problem with Randall's ball play last night. Pause. I actually thought that he had a good basketball game, one of the best games that he's had in a very long time, which is why a lot of people were upset at the fact that he got ejected because they knew that he was on the way to having one of his better performances of the season. So I'm actually not upset with Randall's performance. I just said that it was, like D'Angelo saying, it was kind of a crucial time as to where we were up 10 points, we had the momentum, and he got
so Randall. So okay, so think about what we're saying right here. So we're up by 10. Randall is ejected, and the Knicks go on to lose.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that is the narrative from what you're saying, right?
Yeah, I'm saying it.
But what about this? What about the rest of the team coming together like Phoenix did? Because what happened was on my TV when Randall got ejected, the Phoenix Suns, who, while Randall is a great player in my opinion, were down their two best players, and Chris Paul and Devin Booker. I noticed I didn't mention that, right? But I will.
I did.
Yeah,
but I will.
I did.
And
I said they didn't have it.
And so they were down 10. Their role-playing guy gets in a scuffle with the Knicks' best player. The Knicks' best player gets ejected, and the Phoenix Suns rally to knock off the Knicks without their best players, right? But the Knicks can't hold the lead, a 10-point lead on the road without their best player. So this is Randall's fault.
No, that's not what I said. I said that it is mainly the coach's fault for putting players out there in the position of fail.
No, it's RJ's fault, bro. This is RJ Barrett. This is RJ Barrett's L, and he should wear it.
I can't do that for you.
Yeah, this is RJ Barrett's L, man.
This problem is twofold here. It's twofold because Randall getting kicked out, which he should have kept his guard. He needed to play that full game. Do it good. You know, he was having a good game up to that point, and he couldn't hold his composure, which he can't never do. He's done it. Huh?
Are you working?
No, I'm not working.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, man.
I had to drive away. No, I had to come out of my house because if I'm going to be yelling like this, it's just, you know.
Yeah, I was going to say, take a break, bro. You can't
I'm sorry. I'm on fire, man.
Yeah, you can't work 350 days a year, bro. You can't do that. You'll wear yourself out.
No. Today I had a little bit of I stood up late for that trash I watched, but I'm just saying, you can't blame Barrett and just put it all on him. We're saying he's now the team leader, number one. We've been talking that over the past weeks now. But Randall is having a good game, gets kicked out, gives a momentum switch. They had them against the ropes. That changed the whole complexity. The game has a lot of momentum. They're playing in their building. And you got those guys. But then Tibbs, then we go back to the coaching. That too. It's twofold.
Let me bring in AD real quick.
Puts in non-defensive plays to hold them down for the rest of the goddamn game. You got to hold that to lead.
I feel you. Let me bring in AD real quick. All right, go ahead, D'Angelo. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying what I'm regurgitating here. That's again his substitution, just lead putting the starters back in who can't play a lick of defense. Watching Fournier triple, he just can't guard he can't guard water, a cup of water. Can't do nothing on defense. He could shoot the lights out with threes. I don't give a crap about that. We had to hold the lead. We had a 10-point lead, and that momentum switch. He should have kept his composure. I keep going back to it. It can't, and then taking out Cam Reddish, our Cam, and not keeping McBride and let him play his D. He get around the picks and things like that.
Right.
But what do we do? I mean, oh man! And then that last friggin' second shot. Of all people, the person really who got Randall kicked out of the game, making that final shot. I mean, you can't make this up.
I do want to make this clear though. I'm actually not upset internally about the loss because I'm thinking long term. You guys know where my mind's at. I'm already in business season, so it's like somebody mentioned in the chat, and I forgot who said it. I think it was Parrish W. Yes, it's a hurtful loss, but it helped us out at the same point. So we're in tank season. Like I said, guys, the season.
Yeah, I know.
I said this before the road trip. Me and D were talking about it. The season's been over, guys. So at this point, the Knicks, you're just looking to be competitive out there.
I know. Sam, let me tell you something, man. I got sucked into that game last night. I shouldn't have till 1 a.m. and then trying to calm down till 3. I mean, come on. know? So, and I just I wanted to, anyway. Hey, hi, AD. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing?
What's going on, AD?
What's up?
Let me say salute to Nick Nation. I had to come on because whenever I hear the big guy with the orange hat, using the word great, next to Randall's name, it's a cry for help. So I come on just to try and help him. But you guys could tune in tomorrow 11 a.m. When I eviscerate him for his nonsense. Again, Freezy. When do great players get kicked out of games?
If you don't have haters, you are not living.
Oh,
that's how you know you're successful.
No. When do great players get kicked out of games?
Hating on you 24/7, that means you're not living your life.
Yeah, because you're it's a cry for help. So I'm here to help you. When do great players get kicked out of games?
What? Do you hear how ridiculous you sound right now?
No. When do great players, when the team needs you, right, get kicked out of games? When the team needs you. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about a random, early part of a game, random early part of a season. The team needs you. You're under this falsehood that you could possibly play in for in the playing game, but yet still he gets kicked out of the game. And in your estimation, he's a great player. You need to stop this. He's a bit player. He's a bum.
Okay. Hey, AD.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's what you sound like right now, bro.
Thank you. That's
what you sound like right now.
You're crying. You're crying for help, and I'm just crying. Period. He's a bum.
All right, here comes CWC. Hey, what's good, boss? AD left. AD got mad.
What's good? What's good, Uncle Freezy?
What's good? Hey,
What's
man.
good, panel, chat? What's up, y'all?
Just want to remind everybody that still Knicks fans will be on in about 30 minutes. Know the ledge. So I'm gonna rock for a few more minutes, man, and then hey, CWC, mute your mic, man, when you're not talking because you got the wind blowing in the back. There you go. Thank you, man. And so I'm gonna just rock for a few more minutes and then jump on over with them and help support them grow.
I may swing by over there myself.
Yeah,
give my 2 cents.
So I just wanted to point out something to Dangelo and Sam, right? Just because I feel like Randall is being judged too harshly in this thing just because it's Randall. Because the narrative on this show, the Knicks Morning Drive, that you can catch weekday mornings from 9-ish to about 12-ish. How this game was decided was Alec Burks got fouled, went to the line, right? All he had to do was hit a free throw. He missed a free throw. The Phoenix Suns get the rebound, come down and hit a three. And there's your game.
Or you could call a foul.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, I'm just like.
No, go ahead, bro.
I have no love for Burks anyway.
Good morning to everybody. Good morning to Uncle Freeze. I apologize for yesterday. I do agree with what you say. I'm not gonna go hard on Randall. There's been so many times that Randall gets hit in the back, or Mitchell Robinson loses a teeth, and they don't call a foul. So I blame the ref for that, because the new NBA has allowed players, like most of our players, they get pummeled. Randall's a big guy, but I love that Randall flexed on them. Yes, the ref was in between, but there's been plenty of fight that you try to stop a fight and you get hit and you get punched by mistake. It wasn't that he wasn't intended to punch the ref. I love that he punched. He kind of like hit him back, because that's a cheat. So don't tell me that it's Randall's fault. Is it Randall's fault that they hate us and they always try to do this to us? No. Like, now, the game was not done after that. That was not the reason why we lost the game. So do not blame Randall on this one. I'm with Freezy. Randall did good last night. He started a good game. Unfortunately, it was not in his hands that you give him a double technical. Even that, remember the foul that I believe they called the foul they called the foul on Randall or on Mitchell Robinson, and then they said we were right, but then they gave the foul too quickly. It just shows you they will try to find a way to give them it doesn't fit the narrative that a 25-32 Knicks team beats the best team in the NBA. It doesn't fit the narrative. Sorry.
Well, on that play that you called, Jay Crowder flailed and hit Mitchell Robinson in the mouth. And we thought they called the foul on Mitchell Robinson. It gets challenged, and then they say, "Well, the foul is on quickly."
We don't get any respect from the refs. I agree to that, but Randall's got to keep his composure to not get kicked out of that game. That was a momentum switch there.
But what about Burks in the free throw?
Okay, but here's my deal, right? So
Sam, what about Burks in the free throw?
It was hard to see. It was hard to watch. Yes, he should have made it. But my point is that I never said it was Randall's fault. I remember I said he played a good game. That's not what I said. I said that when we had players out there in the position to fail, like a Fournier and Burks on defense in that fourth quarter, that is what lost us the game. In my opinion, that is when you're letting Cam Johnson just go off like that and Jay Crowder shoot wide open, who's known to be a clutch shot maker at times. That is where I feel like the game was lost.
But Sam, what about this? Why not? You have the veterans on the floor, right? You have a 2-point lead. They're coming back in transition to put up the game winner. Why don't the veterans foul the guy in transition to save time on the
You know why they didn't do it, Freezy? Is because, like what we've been saying all season long, the vets that we think are good are bums. We are expecting too much out of them. They don't have the IQ. Just you would assume that because they have the experience in the league, that they would have some built-up IQ in these situations. But time and time again, we see that they don't. Well, just like Burks, he still doesn't know how to throw an inbound pass, for example.
No, he's awful, Burks. He's awful. He shouldn't have been in that game at all. But
you can't read me and tell me why Alec Burks and Evan Fournier are out there on defense guarding guys like Jay Crowder, and then even Cameron Payne was taking it to Evan Fournier on defense. I mean, it was just like Tibbs. If you see this, take them out the game. Because the momentum was swinging, at least stop the run, call a timeout or something. Right. You got these guys out here just doing whatever on defense. I don't know if they haven't learned from the postseason last year of how to fight through a screen or play the screen. But Burks especially, he still goes the wrong way on the screen every single time.
Okay. Hey, CWC, what's good, man?
His mic's off, I think.
Hey, we can't.
What's good? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. So what'd you think?
Oh, I agree with Uncle Freezy, man. Yo, if somebody push me from behind, it's gonna be on and pop. You know what I'm saying? That was you don't do that, man, in the game. You just don't hit nobody from the back like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Randall took a stand, and he had to do what he had to do that game, and RJ was getting fouled when he was going to the hole too.
I saw that.
When he was making them layup, he got fouled
a lot,
several times. The referee didn't call nothing.
Yeah.
And Uncle Freezy, y'all. Okay, I ain't gonna get on Tibbs, all right? But if y'all see what we seen last night in the fourth quarter, why you took out Cam and put Fournier in?
Everybody
that's what Sam just said.
Yeah, everybody wants to know.
Come on, man.
Everybody understands, and that's why I'm saying it doesn't make sense. And it's not even like Cam was having a bad night, so it was justifiable. He just pulled.
Hey, think about it. Are we really tanking?
Well, let me do this real quick. Let me read the super chat. I agree. So Paris Duggar, thank you for your generous contribution. Yo, we love Paris Duggar, man. Yo, we love Paris Duggar around here. Hey, Duggar, listen, I don't know if you noticed or not, but behind the scenes, man, we talk about you a lot, man. We value you a lot. Nobody agrees 100% of the time, but we really appreciate you, man. And so Paris Duggar says, I agree with Freezy. Randall had to make a stand. Knicks have been labeled soft. He justified the league. I mean, he just notified the league. You will see me if you play dirty with us. I'm sorry. Go ahead, CWC. I'm sorry.
I can't.
I wanted to add up also. I also like that the ref felt Randall. I don't mind. I kind of don't like that he got touched, but hey, if we're gonna get him out of the 10 game, at least he touched the ref, because the refs they're against us. So I don't even care. I don't know why you guys so soft. Like it's true. Don't be soft, man. Like they playing us hard when we go to their arena. They disrespecting us in a way of like disrespect. Like they just don't. Man, I'm just saying they don't respect.
There's one thing about not being soft, yeah, but being smart too out there on the court. Okay.
Even Tibbs said it after the game, and that's not me even taking the side here. I'm just saying what Tibbs said. He actually did say that you got to keep your cool, but it's hard when your emotions are that tied into the game.
Of course, no, you're in the moment. Believe I listen. I am not totally blaming Randall for the loss. That's what I'm saying. But I know there was a momentum shift and he got kicked out. He shouldn't have got. Listen, forget about that then. You know, that's just me. It's my opinion. I disagree with certain people. So,
Well,
and the substitutions, what freaking he was doing, what he did, and not taking Cam out and not leaving McBride in. Come on,
guys,
and you stop the bleeding with Cam Johnson. You do something. Double take. Come on, you don't let him beat us.
So let's speak much. So let's move on from Randall and speak more to that point.
Yeah, I got you.
And so because what Dangelo was saying, I agree with, right? And not in a, and I'm not saying that I think Tibbs did terribly there. What I think Tibbs did was in two situations. For one, when Miles McBride was smothering their point guards,
right?
Yep.
I think I would have liked to see more of that.
Yes.
Right. And when Cam Reddish had the ball about 25 feet away from the basket and blew by a guy and went to the basket and got a layup from 25 feet from the basket.
Yes.
In a game where RJ Barrett couldn't throw the ball. RJ Barrett was terrible yesterday. Right. And instead of going to Cam Reddish, we stuck with RJ, and RJ Barrett had a terrible offensive game.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna take it that far to where I'm gonna say RJ. Like I've been saying, guys, this is how you keep yourself cool in these times, right? You understand that one, the guy who's at the helm right now of this team as a coach, he is somehow made it to where he is a better and more efficient tank commander than Emmanuel Mudiay. That's the only thing I can come to. That's the only thing I can come to with this, because I don't understand the moves that this guy's making. He has to want to tank in the hindsight. I don't understand.
Right.
He is the tank commander now, not Emmanuel Mudiay.
Wow.
I don't think I don't know, Sam. You know, this guy trying to win that game and throwing his hands up at the end. He's got Fournier out there. He's got his go-to guys, Burks.
But Dangelo,
if
you wanted to win, and he didn't want to have his arms crossed with the little prune face that he always has, he would have kept Cam Reddish out there.
He said prune face.
Yeah.
He said prune face. Do you even know who prune face is?
I know what that looks like on Tibbs.
No, I'm laughing. Yo, is anybody in the building over 40? Anybody?
Oh, yes.
Anybody remember the comic strip Dick Tracy?
Yep.
You remember the villain?
I remember the villain. Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you, I have an old soul, but I'm the youngest one here.
Yo, that is hilarious. Sam brought up prune face. That is hilarious, bro. Yeah, hey, I'm sorry for being distracted, man. But sometimes y'all say stuff, man. Yeah, listen. We get together, man, and sometimes y'all are so funny in like a serious moment that y'all don't even understand like the humor. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes Dangelo go off on a tangent, bro.
Yeah,
and I'll laugh, and it's not because I'm laughing at him. I'm like, yo, this right here is fire. You know what I'm saying?
Tibbs, they let him go sit on a couch with a beer in his hand and his boxer shorts and watching him screaming at the TV. That's the kind of thing that Tibbs could be after the Knicks.
I think a lot of people would agree with me that this is probably the best tank job we've ever had.
Yeah. So do you fire? So if you notice a great tank job, do you fire him?
He's, in my opinion, I've been told you months ago he's gone.
So you want him to do good at
Freezy, I'm not going to change my Freezy. I gave him a nickname for a reason. I don't like the guy. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm going to switch my narrative on that. I still want him gone.
He's not a player's coach neither. He's just not a player's coach. He doesn't read things well anymore. He just is not. He'll be a great assistant somewhere if he ever gets a job again after this Knicks.
Freezy, they're going to do what you said they're going to do. Find a way to put him in some type of position with the team. But coach, I don't see him being next season.
Please.
Right. And just I want to say that because I know CWC and I want to say something. I just want to say this real quick. For the record, y'all, I don't begrudge you if you get new information and change your stance. I actually think that's smart. If you get new information and you change your stance based on updated information, I encourage that. Like, I'm not going to say, well, Sam said we were going to win 47 games. And then every time I see you, I'm like, hey, we're going to win 47. Nah. If you be like, listen, this team ain't what I thought it was. So our point guards are hurt. No, we can't. You feel me? Listen, I know, this is not the thing to do when you have testosterone and bravado all over the place. But listen, I'm like, yo, just be smart with stuff. There's nothing worse than listening to dumb takes. That's my opinion. Especially over and over and over again. You start Randall at the point guard then since he won a pat. No, that's dumb. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Freezy, you made a great point though earlier, and I wanted to bring that up because I wasn't on then. When you pointed out Aiden's stats without Chris Paul.
Right.
This is why we've been preaching, guys, that Mitchell Robinson needs a point guard. A real point guard, not just somebody you want to label as the point guard for tonight and throw him in the spot, even though he's not a point guard naturally.
Go
ahead, Dan.
No, I'm just saying we've been lacking a point guard for how many years now?
Well, like I said, guys, the best point guard that I've ever seen since I've been old enough to watch basketball with the Knicks is Raymond Felton or Jason Kidd off that team.
Oh, my God.
That's the best Knicks point guard I've ever seen because keep in mind, guys, I'm not that old.
Yeah. Felton was okay for that 1 year. And then he came back really
Felton, and then
a little hefty in the eating department.
What was Jason Kidd, 2012 or 2013? One of those years when he was about 41 years old. We had Jason Kidd running the show. But besides that, I've seen nothing but trash.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you.
Hey, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, don't we have a point guard that we got from the Bulls?
Who?
Ryan RT.
Yeah. Ain't he a point guard?
Easy, you know how I feel about him.
Yeah, come on.
You know how I feel.
He's a point guard, right, though?
It's the reason why he's on the bench.
I'd rather see Burks running the point.
Why would you go get him then if he's not a point guard?
Right.
What's the purpose of that? That's why I understand.
I told you, CWC. Remember I said this a couple shows ago? He must know one of Tibbs' relatives because I don't know why. I don't know why he kept getting signed to the 10-day contracts. Now he's on the bench. I mean, he's only played 1 minute out of all the time he's been on this roster. So I'm not.
That was the last game, right?
Yeah, I'm not understanding what they've seen out of this guy.
You got to ask the invisible front office why they did that. So you're talking to yourself. That's all.
What I don't get, right? And I want to hear something from Nick Gass and CWC too, right? What I don't get is how the Suns signed Bismack Biyombo during the season, and the Knicks don't go out and get a veteran center to back up Mitch, knowing that you've been ravaged by injuries and you let the season go down the toilet.
That would be smart to do, Freezy. But they don't have something like that. Come on now, what are you talking about? You're talking about the Knicks.
I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know.
You telling me you don't like the veteran big we have? You don't like the veteran big we have, Nerlens Noel?
He's in the Bahamas, right?
Dang, man. I thought he was. I thought Nerlens Noel was one of the elite centers in the league at rim protection, which is why he was justified in getting $8 to $9 million. I thought, that is why we didn't need to get a Bismack because we have Nerlens Noel. So yes, guys, today is the day where Sam Granderson's going to troll because that's the only way I can have a smile on my face talking about this Knicks team if I'm not talking about the offseason.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. And we got him for 2 more seasons. Nobody's going to take Noel's contract.
This is so awesome, bro.
This is ridiculous. I can't anymore.
Yes, Jay, I actually forgot. Thank you for jogging my memory. We did have Tony Roten, guys. Such an elite point guard. He really did wonders for us. Yes.
Yeah, I forgot about Tony Roten. Yeah.
We had my cousin too, Tony Douglas. We had Tony Douglas on the team. I really enjoyed seeing that. We won games. We were really a force in the East with Tony Douglas as point guard.
Yeah, I forgot about Tony Douglas. I forgot about Tony Douglas, bro. Man,
this is trash.
So many guys that you could go down to. And see, guys, I wish I was there to watch Marbury. That's why I'm saying I didn't even get to see that, guys. I came in watching trash. And then I think we had the years with Nate Robinson and Crawford, and then we just went to garbage again. Then we had Raymond Felton, and then Jason Kidd was the only last respectable point guard that I've ever seen put on the Knicks jersey.
Oh my God.
Awful. It's awful. It's
Nick,
awful.
you're muted. We see you
disgusting.
talking, but you're muted.
No, I was gonna say, and then Jason Kidd gets hired as a head coach, and then the next day he gets in a car accident after being drunk in a DUI. So that's just like the typical.
Yeah, and guys, don't forget about the Knicks legends that we have in point guard whose jerseys deserve to be hung up. Shane Larkin, Chuck Allen just brought up, and then Langston Galloway, DSJ. Thank you for that.
Oh yeah. Hey, don't forget my personal favorite, Torrey Murray.
Yeah.
Torrey Murray. You remember the hype surrounding Torrey Murray?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we found one.
Right.
Oh my God.
Jerry and Grant. Just because he's a Grant, he's so good.
I'm so mad for watching that game last night. I got sucked in last night. I said, I'll wait till tomorrow. I said, and then I got sucked in. Sucked in. I'm so tired from last night, man. Oh
man. Hey, and so D'Angelo, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was thinking about you last night when Randall had got up to a good start. I was like, watch this be now for real. And I'm not trolling D'Angelo. No, I'm not trolling D'Angelo. I'm for real. I was thinking like, watch this be the game where Randall does a lot and makes a mistake down the stretch and break our heart. Right? Watch this be that. I was thinking about you. Me and Mo were in the living room. And Mo is short for Mocha, everybody. I keep forgetting.
Oh, there you go.
They have to clarify. So we were in the living room. Randall was cooking. And I was like, Randall might go for 40. Because Richard Jefferson was like, Jay Crowder's not big enough to guard Randall. And then I looked at Jay Crowder and I'm like, Jay Crowder is huge. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a little guy a number like 99. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
listen, I don't have much love for Randall. I really don't after this season and the thumbs down thing. Freezy, you know how I feel about that. So, but I'm not going to go back. But I'll give him his kudos when he has a good game. I'm not going to be just like, I just hate him. I hate him. That just, it is what it is, brother.
So let me ask you this. So what's your preference? Like what do you want?
Like what? At the end of the season, after this is all said and done?
Yeah. Let me ask you this. What do you want at head coach, and what do you want from your star player?
I got to think about that with the head coach department, but he's got to go, Tibbs. Randall's got to go, but I don't. Randall is just. I don't know. I don't know who's going to take the contract. Who's going to take him? I would trade him in a second for something.
So you want to see more Cam Reddish or Obi?
Obi's not. Listen, I have a problem with Obi. Right? He's just. I don't know what he is. I just don't. He's so. I see I see a lot of good things in Cam. I want to see more play out of him. McBride, you know how I feel about that. But I just want. Well, actually, okay, wait. I'm pulling through a drive-through, so if I have to pause just real quick, I'm gonna get a cup of coffee once I get to the window. But no, I'm just saying. I want Randall out of here. He's just bad for the locker room. He's just bad all around. He could have a good game 1 or 2 nights, and then they'll do something stupid the next. I'm sick of that. He's not a very smart player out there on the court. I think we all could agree to that. He's just not a smart player.
Right.
He's a good player, not for this team. Yeah, right. He's not a team leader. I wanted him to be a team leader, but the tail end of last year and last season and this, he's just shown me so many flaws, and I just don't want him here anymore. I want him out. I'm sick of him.
Hey, let's get a point guard before we get rid of people. The people that we need to get rid of is, the best.
So we get a point guard. Wait, hold. We get a point guard so Randall could use and abuse it because he's been in the league 7-8 years, and he's going to tell him how he wants the ball and he wants it walking up the court because that's what Randall does a lot of. The point forward. I don't want that.
What kind of point guard are we going to get? Are we going to get a veteran point guard like Bargain or somebody or a point guard in the draft? So we have to see before we get rid of Randall. Because think
No,
about
I
it,
didn't want to
Randall is
see
still
nothing. I want him out.
Hold on. Randall is still good now. Don't get me wrong. I know he had his problem with his attitude and everything, but if we get rid of Randall, we got to get a 20-point guy too. We can't just get anybody.
CWC,
We got to get somebody that could score the rock too. We can't just get rid of Randall.
I ain't
and
building nothing around Randall. I ain't building nothing around Randall.
Well, CWC,
I'm not getting rid of Randall right now, though. I'm not getting rid of Randall.
I think CWC actually has a good point here, guys, because of the fact that he can't just be, a bum like we're seeing right now at point guard. We need it to be a respectable player who can command the ball, and Randall will follow suit.
And not Brunson, please, not Brunson, because he's not the answer.
Well, like CWC is saying, I believe, is if you bring in somebody like an Alec Burks right now, who Randall has no respect for as the point guard, then he's going to keep doing this because he doesn't trust him with the ball. So bring in somebody who's actually going to do the job and do it correctly.
Who's Randall to say anything? Who is he? Please don't tell me last season. Don't tell me last season. I've had enough of hearing how good it was last season. Please shove that. I don't want to hear it.
Hey, when you keep on talking about Brunson, Brunson's a good player.
I don't want Brunson here. Are you going to pay him that much money? Oh, come on.
What's going on? People mess with Brunson because his height. What happened if Brunson was like 6'6"?
No.
Think that everybody going to want him, right?
I'm not paying him that money he's asking.
Yeah, and we're not saying Brunson is not a good player. The dude plays with Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is a top 10 player in the NBA. But what's going to happen? So what's going to happen when he comes here to a roster that's devoid of talent? Are you still going to get the same efficiency?
Brunson make everybody good, man. If check this out, Uncle Freezy. If Brunson wasn't on Dallas right now, Dallas would be in the 11th spot in the West. Do you agree with that?
No.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Because
they have Dinwiddie, bro.
Yeah,
if Brunson was so good, why would they trade for another point guard?
Dinwiddie's actually been playing solid for them so far.
So you trying to say Brunson ain't nothing?
No,
he just a bench player.
That's not what I said. See,
that's what I said, right?
No. So you going to the extreme. You going to the outer space, bro. Stay here with us.
I tried to.
Listen to what I'm saying. I said Brunson plays with Luka Doncic. And then you automatically assume that I said the kid was trash. That's not what I said. I said Brunson plays with Luka Doncic. And I also asked if Brunson could put up the same production he puts up with Luka and Spencer Dinwiddie. Would he put up that same production when he comes here playing with Miles McBride and Alec Burks?
Yes. Because you know why? Because he got Mitch. He could log to Mitch, and he'll put Randall in his sweet spot. And he'll put RJ in his sweet spot too.
CWC, we don't even know if Mitchell Robinson is going to be back.
Come on, there are a lot of factors you got to put. Come on, I'm going to burn the wallet and give up all that. I mean, the money for Brunson. He ain't worth that much, and he's too small.
Right.
So what point guard you want, Angelo? What point guard you want?
You got to sit down and really think about it, but I don't want Brunson.
You got to find one, bro.
I'm not going to just start firing off names at you.
We complaining what we got now, but I guarantee you, if Brunson was on our team, if we were to trade for Brunson, everybody would have been clapping.
They wouldn't.
Come on, man. Keep it real. Keep it gangster, man.
I'm not gonna go that far.
Yeah, I'm not.
I ain't gonna go that far. But what I will say,
y'all like Brunson is trash, man. This guy is good.
Nobody said that he's trash, but he's not good for this team. Not for that amount of money. Not for that amount of money
for the team. You don't know what's good for the team.
And you do?
But
yes, I do. I play ball. This is what I do.
What does that got to do with that?
What are you talking about? I play ball. I know what the Knicks need.
And you did front office too?
But you're not in the front office for the Knicks, and you ain't never played for the Knicks.
Come on,
bro, you never played for the NBA. You keep saying I play ball. I play in the YMCA. That doesn't mean I play ball. Come on, man. You got to stop that narrative.
Right.
I play ball. Man, I've never seen you.
Thank you, Gas.
Yeah. Hey, so
Gas don't know what the hell he talking about. Sometimes he be out of space too.
no.
Bro,
Hey,
bro, I'm not
CWC. What I'm saying is this.
getting
What
no
I'm
gas
saying.
100% right
Hold-
now.
He
So
got
don't even
unleaded
try.
gas.
Hey, hold on.
He got unleaded gas, Uncle Freezy.
So hold on. So CWC, I agree with your premise that the Knicks need a point guard. I don't disagree. I agree with you. I think you're right. But I think where we diverge at, where we go separate ways, is thinking that Jalen Brunson is the immediate answer, right? And I'm not saying that Brunson is trash. I think he's a great fit for where he is right now, but we can't guarantee that he's going to bring that same production or more to a different situation. Because playing basketball in Dallas, Texas is not like playing basketball in Manhattan, New York. It's not.
Perfect point.
It's not. It's
Perfect.
not. It's one thing playing with a generational talent every night in Luka Doncic, and another thing coming here playing with Alec Burks and Miles McBride.
It's like you playing in Rikers Island doesn't mean that you could play in the New York Knicks. I mean, you was busting ass in Rikers Island. I get it, but it doesn't mean you good, bro. So tone it down,
Right.
CW.
So hold on, gas. My bad, Uncle Freezy. Oh, buddy,
Okay,
get on him.
No. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Gas. Who you want as a point guard for next year for the New York Knicks? Since you want to talk.
For next year, I'm still
next year.
putting my coins on quickly. I'm putting my coins on quickly. I'm developing quickly with a better coach. Not with that coach.
At the point? No.
And this who y'all got?
But you asked him a question and he answered, bro.
But y'all want Brunson though. But y'all put Quickly as a point guard next year. And Quickly is not a point guard.
Because again, you're talking about a guy. Like I think he just gave you a good example. You're talking about a guy that's playing in Dallas. Dallas, a team owned by Matt. Come on, Dallas, man. Half of the team gets free tickets to T-shirts just so they could fill up. So it's not the same thing. So don't try to like. Well, be a Mavs fan. How about that? You know, there's a lot of Knicks fans. There's a lot of Knicks players over there. So you know.
Well. If we just want to keep it in this lane
Nick,
right
gas.
here.
Stay off the gas, yo.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep it in this lane right here.
7 days. No right. THC. I'm not smoking no more. So.
All right. So Ron from Knicks fan is about to get started up on his channel, right? So I am about to jump off and go over there. I invite all of y'all, everybody here, all 120 or so people here, to go over and support my guy. Listen,
you got it.
I co-sign Ron and still Knicks fans, right? So I don't do that for everybody, but you heard it officially from me. Go check out Ron and still Knicks fans. I'm about to end it right here. I appreciate everybody for coming through.
God bless, Reese. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, Dangelo, listen, man. You know we love you, bro.
Love you too. Love's right back to the room and everybody. We're hardcore Knicks fans. We have the love for our team. Much respect to everybody.
Yeah, man. Hey, be safe out here in these streets and stuff, bro.
Me too, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, everybody. Sam, appreciate you.
All right,
CWC, Nick Gas, man, appreciate you, man. Y'all hit that like button on the way out the door, y'all. All right, boss.